Is this the cleaner who works at my husband's company? Gabriella Reese, the person sent by the cleaning company to work at our office?
Yes, this is Gabriella Reese. Is this someone from one of the companies our cleaning services partner with?
Oh, you don't know me?
I'm sorry, but our company is partnered with quite a large amount of companies. Would you please tell me the name of the place you work for?
Fine. It's A Corporations. I'm the wife of the CEO of A Corporations, Remy Morrison. I found your ID from the account my husband uses for work.
I see. So you are the CEO's wife. Thank you for hiring our services.
You see, my husband has been in the hospital since the past week.
Yes, I've heard. The secretary told me when I went to your office to clean.
Oh, really?
I heard that he's going to be staying for an extended period. I wish him good health.
Yeah. Well, see, I'm running the company for him while he's in the hospital. I took a look at the account book and I realized that hiring people to clean the office cost quite a bit of money.
The prices for our cleaning services are quite standard, but I believe that the work we do is well worth the money.
Well, I don't care about that. The reason I took a look at the account book was to check if my husband wasn't spending any unnecessary money. I heard from one of our older employees, but it seems like you've been working there for the past 15 years.
Yes, that's true. Is there a problem?
We'll no longer be needing your services.
I see. Does this mean that you're going to be hiring someplace cheaper? If you want to negotiate the prices, we can.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying that spending money just to have someone clean the office is a waste of money.
If you don't mind, may I ask what you plan on doing instead?
I'm going to make a housewife do all the work for free, so our contract ends this month. Thanks for the 15 years.
What? A housewife?
Well, you see, my son's getting married soon.
I see. Congratulations. Is his wife a cleaner?
No, she's an employee at A Corporations.
An employee?
Yes, she works at the sales department. Oh, but there's no way a woman can actually work at a place like that. She probably just serves tea or something. It'll be much more efficient if I make her clean the office instead. Obviously, I'd choose someone who will work for free to do the work.
What do you mean free?
She's going to be my son's wife, so there's no need to give her a salary.
What? Is that okay?
Of course it is. An employee that's also going to become my son's wife? Someone like that should definitely be made to work for free.
I'm in no position to argue with you on how to run your company, but in my opinion, something like that is going to be looked down on by the other employees.
It's fine, I'll just fire anyone who disagrees. Anyways, we'll no longer be needing your company's services anymore. I'll say it again, but thanks for the 15 years of work.
Good evening, Miss Lester. This is Gabriella, Pamela's sister.
Good evening, Miss Elise. Thank you for cleaning the office always.
No problem. It's my job.
Still, to think that you were Pamela's sister.
You were surprised to find out that the person who always cleaned the office was your friend's sister, right?
Yes.
I knew that you were a friend of my sister's, but I couldn't really have a conversation with you while I was working. Sorry I didn't tell you.
It's nothing.
There's something I need to tell you about. I needed to tell you something while outside of the office, so I asked my sister to give me your phone number.
Yep, Pamela told me. What is it that you need to tell me?
I'll ask you this directly. Are you engaged to the CEO's son?
What?
I heard that the fiancé was an employee at the sales department, and the only woman I could think of around the CEO's son's age was you.
Well, yes. We plan to get married next month.
I see. It's a bit early, but congratulations.
Thank you.
There's one more thing. Did the CEO's wife become an executive at the company or something?
What? No, I heard that she was a housewife. but she does visit the office a lot recently. Apparently, the CEO asked her to check out how the company was going, but the vice president is the one running things while the CEO is in the hospital. She just kind of lurks around the office. It's not like she actually does anything.
It seems that she took a look at the account book, but is she allowed to do that?
She what?
Yup. She looked at the account book and said that the money the company spent on cleaning was a waste, which is why she said that she's going to terminate the contract with the company I work for.
What? But if she does that, no one will clean the company anymore.
That's true. Your company moved to a larger office 15 years ago. They decided to hire the cleaning company I work for, since they wouldn't be able to clean themselves anymore.
Why are you telling me this, Miss Reese?
The CEO's wife said that she's going to make an employee, who will soon also be her daughter-in-law, do all the cleaning. For free.
What?
That's you, right?
What?
I thought that the reason she was going to terminate the contract with her company was because they decided to find a cheaper option. But this is kind of...
I understand. Thank you for the information. I'll talk to my fiancé about this.
Good luck.
What are you doing? Didn't I say you wouldn't be working here anymore? Why were you cleaning today?
Because you haven't legally terminated the contract yet.
What?
Did you think that just sending me a text message was enough to terminate the contract?
Is it not? Well, I'm the CEO's wife, so I basically run the company while he's in the hospital.
No, the vice president runs the company while he's in the hospital.
But I'm the CEO's wife. If you're saying that I haven't legally terminated the contract yet, then do it yourself. Spending money on cleaning is such a waste. I decided to make my son's new wife, Veronica, do the cleaning, so we won't be needing your company anymore.
If it's Veronica you're talking about, I heard that both her and her fiancé quit at the end of last month.
What?
It seems that the two were planning on starting a new company when they got married. They now moved to the capital and are busy with preparations.
But then who's going to be the next CEO?
I heard that the vice president was going to be the new CEO starting from next month.
What?
The vice president came directly to see me after some information got out. You haven't heard?
No? What's going on? Veronica! What's going on? You didn't tell me anything about how you're going to move to the capital with my son and start a new company.
The CEO gave me a direct order to not tell you anything about it.
What an order?
Everyone already knows that you blackmailed someone in accounting and forced him to show you the company's account book. That employee's already quit the company, by his own choice.
Hold on. What is this suddenly?
The CEO felt responsible for you making a mess of things in the company, which is one of the reasons why he chose the vice president to inherit the company instead of his own son.
What do you mean I made a mess of things? I'm the CEO's wife.
You're not in a position to decide how the company runs things.
But I'm the CEO's wife.
That's true, but technically you don't even have work at this company. I'm pretty busy right now, so goodbye.
But you're just my son's wife. Even if you're not an employee anymore, you have to listen to what I say. I'm your mother-in-law.
The CEO, my father-in-law, told me that I don't need to listen to a word you say.
What?
Ask your husband if you have any more questions. Goodbye.
Miss Reese, it seems that you were the wife of the CEO of the cleaning company you work at, and that you're one of its senior executives. I heard that my husband helped you in your company 15 years ago, when your husband first started the cleaning company.
Yes, and?
I want you to hire me at your company as a way of giving back what my husband did for you.
What are you suddenly talking about? I thought I was already giving back by cleaning the office always. Even if you told me that's not enough, it's still your husband I should give back to, not you.
While helping the CEO's wife is the same thing as helping the CEO himself.
No, it's quite different, actually. Anyways, didn't he divorce you?
How did you know that?
Veronica is a friend of my sister's. She told me that it's not just because you made a mess of the company, but also because you were cheating.
What? Oh, that bitch! But I'm her mother-in-law.
No you're not. And you never even were. You're the CEO's second wife, right? Apparently, you were never even legally the family of the CEO's son. And now that he's divorced you, Veronica is a complete stranger to you. To be honest, I would appreciate it if you don't get me involved in your mess.
But when my husband divorced me, he exempted me from having to pay an alimony, but I didn't get a share of his property in return. Which means that I'll be needing a salary from now on.
Then why don't you apply to our company when we're hiring?
Well, that's not what I meant. I meant that I wanted an executive position.
Stop fooling around. There's no way we can give an executive position to someone with no job experience or skills like you.
But...
You think running a company's easy? Goodbye.
I need the money, and...
I'm going to block you now. Veronica told me that Miss Morrison's never worked a day in her life. She came from a rich family, but her parents are now gone and she's used up all her inheritance already. And since she has no siblings as well, she has no one to rely on. She had zero experience in society, even though she was older than me, so I couldn't help but feel a bit worried for her. She realized that she couldn't get by without the support of someone else. So she decided to try and seduce a rich man she met. But now that she's no longer the CEO's wife, basically she's just an old lady without any money. Obviously, this rich man she found didn't fall for it, and just called her disgusting and left. Now she works a low-paying job and lives in a company-owned dormitory. Somehow she's able to get by, but it's clear that she's going to be alone for the rest of her life.
Text me when you're done. I have something I need to talk to you about.
Yeah, I'm on the train and headed back home. What's wrong?
Don't freak out, okay?
Just tell me.
I think our house is bugged.
Bugged?
Yeah.
What's that supposed to mean?
Remember the story I told you about? About my friend who was being stalked?
Yeah?
Apparently her house was bugged too, with some sort of eavesdropping device. And she warned me. We live in a world where we're never fully aware of who's doing what to us. So I borrowed the bug-finding device that she bought for herself, and I scanned her house out of curiosity.
Was there a reaction?
Yes, it freaked me out so much that I acted like I was going out for shopping and jumped out of the house. But if I don't return for a long time, I think the people who's eavesdropping will notice that we found out.
That's true. All right, let's meet up and go home together. When we get into the house, show me where the bugs are hidden. But act like we're just having normal conversations while we're at it. We'll talk about what we'll do about it through text. Got it?
All right.
All right. I'll meet you at the convenience store near the house. I'll be there in 15.
Got it. I'll be waiting.
Lucy, I found the first bug. It was behind the TV in the living room, inside of the outlet.
I found one too. It was between the shoe case and plants, in the electric outlet.
We better check out the bedroom and your office, too.
Yeah, I'll check my office then. Could you please check the bedroom?
Sure. Is that all of them?
Probably.
So 4 in total.
Yeah, 4. I can't believe there are so many and we didn't even know.
You work from home, so it must be even scarier.
The good thing is that I don't take meetings in my office, though. I can't afford to have any information from my work being leaked.
You do all of your meetings outside in person, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't want my clients to be uncomfortable. And I just make small reports through email and text, so I don't speak about work in the house.
That's good. Now, do you have any idea who put these here?
I might. Just one person.
Really? I have 2 people in mind.
What? 2?
We're probably thinking about the same person, at least for one of them. If they're going to do this to us, they'd better be ready for anything coming back at them. We're gonna lure them out.
Lure them out?
We still don't know which of the 2 did it, but either of them will probably bite at the bait.
What are you planning to do?
I need to explain everything, but it'll take too long to tell you everything through text.
Then, should we act like we're going out for dinner and plan this out?
Yeah, let's do that. Alright, we're all set.
Yeah, I think so too.
But wow, you really are a good storyteller. I don't think anyone other than you could have come up with that plot right away.
Your acting was great too, Tom.
I almost believed all of this was real because you were so good.
Alright, let's see whom we'll catch with our trap.
Yeah, we wait for now. But I'm sorry about getting you into this.
Huh?
It's only been 6 months since we got married, but we're already in so much crap.
Don't apologize, none of this is your fault.
I guess you feel that way, but...
Let's focus on solving this problem for now.
Alright, let's do this.
Hey, Lucy! Did you really cheat on my son? I can't believe you betrayed my precious son. I never should have let you marry him. Hey, reply this instant!
Good evening, Miss Fletcher. What's the matter all of a sudden?
Don't ask me what's the matter. You cheated on my son. Who's the other man? We will hire a lawyer and sue you for compensation. You better be prepared.
Where did you hear that story?
What? Well, I heard it from Tom.
That's weird. Neither I nor Tom has spoken about this to anyone.
You just think he hasn't told anyone.
Are you sure?
He hates you for betraying him. Why on earth would he tell you whom he told?
I mean, yes, that's what would usually happen.
Well then, where are you right now?
I'm in my office at home.
Get out of that house!
What?
I cannot allow a cheater to be by my precious son. That house is under Tommy's name. You broke a sacred promise, so now you must leave this instant. I can't believe you. Why did poor Tommy have to pick a woman like you? He could have found such a better wife.
I see how you feel. All right, before I leave, could you please come over to our house at noon tomorrow?
Why me?
There's a very important topic we must talk about.
Oh, I see you're trying not to be blunt. This is about your divorce, isn't it? Fine, I'll be there to manage everything.
Long time no see.
Oh, Victoria!
Have you been doing well?
What do you need?
I just thought it might be time you started missing me.
What? Why would I miss the girl who cheated and broke up with me?
I've already broken up with that other guy.
Oh, you broke up?
Yeah, but honestly, the only reason all of that happened was that you left me alone and only cared about your work.
I was studying for a license my company asked me to get. I do feel sorry for how I treated you back then, though.
Didn't you pass on the test? And I heard you got a raise and became a manager.
That was 3 years ago!
Oh, it's been so long since we broke up.
Yeah?
I mean, I could act like nothing happened if you want.
What? What are you saying?
I heard your wife cheated on you.
How do you know that?
Just a rumor.
Really?
You should underestimate my sources.
Alright then. You've always known everything about me for some reason.
Yes, exactly. And I was thinking, if you broke up with your wife, want to get back together with me?
With you?
Aren't you getting divorced and she cheated on you? I could hear your wounded heart, you know.
Alright then. Could you come over to my house at noon tomorrow?
Oh, already inviting me over?
I haven't moved since we broke up.
Alrighty, can't wait to see you.
Hey, Lucy! What is this about? I came at the promised time. Why are the police here? And why is Tom's ex-girlfriend here?
Greetings, Miss Fletcher.
Do not greet me! You better explain all of this right now!
Oh, have you not heard from the police?
Heard what?
About the devices that were hidden in our house.
I don't know what you're talking about.
4 places! 4!
4?
You did this, didn't you?
No, I only hid 2.
I see. So you meant bugging our house.
Oh, well,
Oh, and I forgot to tell you the 2 of us are moving.
what?
And, of course, we won't tell you our next address.
What? I just wanted to make sure you 2 were doing fine.
We don't need your monitoring.
But I might be able to give you tips about when it's time to make children.
What is wrong with you?
Don't do this.
We'll leave the rest to the police.
Wait!
Goodbye. Tom, why are the police at your house? And your mom? What is this?
Oh, you really came, huh?
What?
I think you know what I'm talking about. The eavesdropping devices you hid before we broke up.
Oh,
You were obsessed with me, but you allowed us to break up all of a sudden, and I knew something was off.
how did you...
We found out about them by coincidence, so we did some acting to lure out whoever hid it.
Acting?
About the cheating thing. That was all a script written by my wife. She's an author.
A script?
Husband finds out about wife cheating and they get into a huge fight. So it's impossible that you knew. Only me and her know anything about this act.
How could you do this to me?
The person who hid the devices. I was having trouble deciding whether it was my psychotic mom or crazy ex. But I didn't expect it to be both.
So the divorce.
That was a lie too.
I can't believe you.
Whatever. Now we know you're one of the people who did it. We'll leave the rest to the police. Both my mom and ex were met by the police at our old front door, and they immediately began being questioned. The 2 tried to run away, but they ran into our bathroom using the spare key my mom had. Apparently they were both texting us from the bathroom. A while later, they finally gave up and were caught by the police. We ended up sparing any legal actions against them, but my mother-in-law was divorced by my father-in-law because of this incident, so she tried to return to her hometown, but was rejected by her family because they were scared of her habit of bugging houses. My ex was rejected by her fiancé, and apparently, she's in big trouble trying to pay for compensation. I get the want to know everything, but I could never understand the nerve of eavesdropping on people in the comfort of their homes to fulfill that urge.